Tam Talks explores life, spirituality, and general weirdness through quirky storytelling and laughter, lighting you up in your life journey. Let's go!
Oh, hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Tam Talks. I am on location. I just thought I would sit by the water and do this episode just to switch it up. Weather's getting nicer, so here I am by Lake Erie. Lovely. I hear something running around up there, so I'm kind of nervous, but whatever. So today I want to talk about using clean products. So when I joined Arbonne, oh my gosh, I don't even know how many years ago that was. I feel like maybe 15 years ago or something. I'm no longer a rep for them, but I used their products. I sold their products and was on that team for a very long time and loved it. Anyways, that's where I kind of started to learn about the importance of clean products and not only what we eat, but what we put on our skin. So we had this whole spiel when we would do the parties and like, well, what you put on your skin is absorbed within 12 seconds to all major organs, blah, blah, blah. Well, turns out it's true, right? Obviously, I wouldn't have said it if it wasn't. So I just wanted to do this episode because a lot of people don't really even take the time to think about stuff like your toothpaste, your deodorant, your laundry detergent, your dish detergent, your dishwasher soap, your clothing, right? So along with trying to have organic products that we eat, and I mean, ultimately, I'm lucky where I live during the summer days, I can purchase from farms, like literally fresh farms. So they pick it from their own property and they sell it, which is amazing. And I feel like there's a lot of places, you know, in Europe and Central America, South America, the Caribbean, out in Hawaii, where everything is fresh. There's no additives, there's no preservatives, like all that crap. So obviously I feel like people have got that, but I wanted to talk about even the makeup that you wear. Ever since Arbonne, I only wore Arbonne products because they were botanical, they're completely clean. Even when you think about if you use protein, I use protein products because I'm vegetarian and I still don't get enough protein per day, but I'm working on it. But there's a really cool app called Yuka, Y-U-K-A, and you can scan products. So personal care, groceries, and it will give you a rating out of 100, and it will tell you, you know, it's good, bad, it's excellent, whatever it is. And the cool part is you can click into it to find out why. So if it's bad, and it tells you, oh, because of this ingredient, you are at risk of this, this, and this. Yes, it's all freaking proven. These are all ingredients that are harmful and that are for some reason still allowed in our products, which this drives me bonkers in North America. When we look at the shelves, I can't remember if I saw it on a post or I was listening, and it was very disturbing because when you think about our grocery stores, it was something like, I can't remember the exact statistic, but let's say 10 to 20% of the grocery store is dedicated to produce and fresh foods, even like baked, in-store baked. Like that's not as many hands, right? That it's got to be passed through before it gets to the shelves. That other 80 to 90%, those are all like boxed crap. So they're processed. They've gone through so many steps. Sometimes they've been shipped from another continent. Like, why, if as a society we are suffering from so many ailments and we know that nutrition is the absolute best antidote to sickness, to prevention of sickness, why the frick are stores and our government allowing these products to be stocked? And what does it show you? Supply and demand. Well, I personally think, well, take that away. If we don't have options, it's just like when I lived in Milton, I remember our superstore, Loblaws superstore, when they switched over to, like they took away the plastic bags and they switched over to reusable bags, the fabric ones, they gave people, I think, a couple weeks warning, maybe a month, I don't know. And they were like, we're doing this. So you can either use totes or you can purchase fabric bags. But as of this date, we are plastic bag free. Well, guess what? Everybody freaking adapted. Yeah, maybe you'd go a couple times and be like, oh crap, I forgot my bags. So you'd buy a couple more. But the point is, what people are given in general, they're going to adapt to. So what happens if we, I don't know, have grocery stores that are fresh? It's mostly produce. It's 80% produce and freshly baked items and 20% crap. Or heck, I can be so radical to say, just do 100% clean products. And I don't know, have them at a reasonable price so that people can actually afford that and eat properly. So anyways, that went into a rant, like always. Anyways, so my point of this podcast is to encourage you to just start paying attention and invest in water, like a water purification. I also saw another disturbing thing about how they do hydrocremations. I can't remember the proper word for it, but basically when people die, there's an option instead of just burning them. It's better for the environment, yada yada, but the excess, I guess, water that happen, I don't know the whole process, but basically it goes into our sewer systems. And so the thought is that if there are any bacteria, viruses, then that could potentially bleed into our sewer systems, which then turns into our filtrated water system. So tap water, it's like, maybe not tap water. So I have this really cool, oh crap, I forget the name of it. I can see the shape. So it's this really nice stainless steel container, because that's the other thing. I think of Brita and drinking from plastics. So with plastics, it's that change in temperature. So if you're putting plastics in the freezer, you're warming up. Like, I don't even know if people still microwave plastics. If you do, please stop. That is like horrible. But the change in temperature is what releases the crappy chemicals for you. Not only just storing food in the plastic containers, that leaks in. So get yourself some glass containers, get yourself some stainless steel containers, water bottles. Stop buying bottled water, okay? Just stop. This drives me bonkers. The amount of people, I don't give a crap if it's convenient and I'll send it with you when you go. No, get a stainless steel water container. I have a Yeti that my boys and my ex-boyfriend had purchased for me for Mother's Day. And I'm going to say Mother's Day 8, maybe years ago. And I still use the same one. So, and you just wash them. And then you get your nicely filtered water that's from I feel like I want to say Brevia, but I don't know if that's right. So I have this water container, not the frickin' Brita, the stainless steel. It's this beautiful design. And it comes with, that was a splash. And it comes with these pouches that have minerals and great things that purify your water. And you plop it in there and you just refill that. So that lasts, I don't know, I think it's like 415 cups of water or something like that. So I'm just nervous a snake's gonna come out. I just keep looking around. I'm like, please don't come out. Please still be hibernating. So Lake Erie water snakes, man, are nasty. Anyways, okay. Now I just have to do a quick look over there. Okay. So that container was, I think it was $30, and I think the filters are, I don't know, maybe it's like a 5-pack for $20. So this is a beautiful alternative to these freaking Britas. But anyways, fill that up, keep it in your fridge, keep it room temperature. I don't care, whatever you want. Refill your water. If you need to invest in 2 stainless steel containers so that if you have a day out and you know you're going to drink all of that, then do that. They also have these portable ones that you can like put it in your container if you're out and you can refill your water wherever you are, and then you can purify it. So anyways, so the whole point is start paying attention, because not only are we going to take better care of our planet, less litter, and I mean, I have 2 teenage boys, so I eat a certain way. I try to encourage them to eat as well, but I mean, I go to the grocery store and I'm embarrassed. I'm always like, okay, so this is the teenager stuff, this is my stuff. But do your best. Do what you can. reduce the waste, but reduce the crap that's going in your body. Our systems can only purify so much, and then we just kind of get overloaded. So check your labels. Use the Yucca app, Y-U-K-A, Yucca, I don't know, potato, but use that. It's a beautiful tool just to scan and tell you, and then you can look and be like, do I want to have this? Is it worth having this? Because it has this ingredient, which is actually horrible for cardiovascular disease, whatever, right? So, okay. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I hope I gave you some ideas maybe, or just encouraged you to shift a little bit of what you're consuming and what you're putting on your body. Laundry detergents, just get a clean one. They are horrible. If you go in the organic aisle, honestly, the price difference, a lot of this stuff, because people will say, oh, I can't afford to do that, it's too expensive. With what groceries cost now, I swear to you, some of the things that I get in the organic aisle are more affordable than the crappy alternative. So don't write it off. Don't tell yourself that story. Just try it. Just do it. And the laundry detergents work just as well. You've got to find, there are a couple that maybe don't, but you've just got to experiment and use it and find it, and know that what you're putting on your body is great. And personal care products, your shampoo, your conditioner. I use this Maui one, so my shampoo, conditioner, curl cream is Maui, and I am a person who uses Tresemme, which is like a hairspray, because my curls are crazy. But I scanned it, and there's one of the Tresemme hairsprays that is good. So you just have to pay attention. And I know it's aerosol, but that's literally probably one of 3 things that I'm not fantastic at for this planet and myself. So, but it's safe for me, but I feel bad that it's aerosol. I'll get there once I figure out. Anybody have any suggestions for hair care? But okay, Live Clean is another really good personal care line. You can also scan them. I don't love, the only other thing I would say about personal care products, there was a place in Milton when we lived there, Clean Products, and you could go into the store and they would refill your glass container. It was amazing. So like some of the stuff that I use, I wish I could have the refill so I don't have to recycle. I get the 1 liter bottles so that I feel that it's hopefully not as much waste, but that's one thing that I wish we had in this area, was that refillable option, just to keep more plastics out. But do your best. Please recycle as well while we're on it. Why people, I walk, and I don't know if it's just the area I live in, but people just put garbage out a lot of the times, and I'm like, what year is it? Please start recycling. And if you don't have a green bin, we're finally getting a green bin program where I live. By the time it rolls out, it will have been 6 years since we've been here. I purchased my own backyard compost, but they're just getting green bin. Doesn't matter. Get your own freaking composter. Like, we've got to do better for this planet. So, and ourselves. Okay, and our families. All right, I'm signing off. Thank you so much for listening. Peace out, guys.
Thanks for hanging out and listening to my wild and wacky Tam Talks. Follow Tam Talks to be notified of new episodes. Peace out!